Getting the train from London to Scotland or vice versa is fairly straightforward, but you do need to know a few bits of information before you book your tickets. So for the purposes of this demonstration, we'll do London to Glasgow. So I happen to know that trains to Glasgow go from London's Euston train station. There are many train stations across London. If you're not sure, you can give it a quick Google, like you could Google London to Edinburgh, for example, and you could find the station you would need to depart in order to get to Edinburgh. So I'm going to type in Euston, and it should come up. We've got Euston Square, that's a tube station. It's not going to be there. We're going to do London Euston, and we're going to go to Glasgow. And it comes up with all the different stations. I want to go to Glasgow Central. And so we can book either a single or a return. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'll just do a single. I'm going to say I'm going to leave. We'll just pick a random date, and I want to depart. We'll just say after 6:45 a.m. I'm just going by myself. Any rail cards, if you're a tourist, you're unlikely to have a rail card. If you're based in the UK, you'll know what these are. So then we can look at journey options. We can say I want the fastest train. I want less transfers through London, only sleeper trains. They're very slow. I wouldn't do that. Or only direct trains. So I'm just going to click here and get times and prices. So it's going to take a second to load. Don't want to give feedback. And so here it's going to give me my options, and I'm going to look here. I can see here this train is 4 hours and 31 minutes. There are no changes, so that means I don't have to get off the train to find another train to get to Glasgow. I'm just going to scroll here. I can see a few other options here, but I'm just going to pick one, and I'm happy with this train that departs at 9:30, so I'm going to go ahead and click it. And so I'm going to click now this continue button, but let's just say I did want to add a return journey. I can do that now, but I'm just going to click continue. And it's going to ask if I want a standard or a first class ticket. If you want to go in a standard class, that's fine. First class, you can click that and you can see the price really goes up, but we'll just do standard for now. And so we have a few options here. I'm buying an advanced single, that's fine. Maybe I want an off-peak single or an anytime single, and you can read through what those means. I would say that if you just want to book a ticket for a very specific train, go ahead with that advanced single. If you want off-peak, that means you can basically travel on any route as long as it's off-peak. That anytime single ticket, that is going to be any time on any route. But I'm going to do this advanced single. Now I'm going to click buy tickets. And you notice it's going to take me to Avanti West Coast. They are the ones who manage this booking. You'll see here I'm on Avanti West Coast's website. They're the ones who are going to be managing my journey from London Euston to Glasgow. So when you go to the UK, you'll see that the trains, not all of them look the same. There isn't like a standard train in the UK. So here we've got Avanti West Coast. You might see Southwest trains. You might see Southern, Thameslink, all these other different companies, and you think, how do you know which one to use? That's why I went to the National Rail website. So here we have just some travel extras. Maybe I want a window seat or an aisle seat. I'll select window. I like to look outside. Do I want forward or backwards? Whichever suits your needs. Do you want a seat with a table? Do you want to be in a quiet section? Do you have to have a power socket? Well, I'd like to be able to charge my phone if needed. And you see here, you can add more to your journey. You have this bus. To be honest, I've never selected that. I can't really comment on that. London travel card. So personally, if I am traveling into London so that I can get to a station to travel outside of London, like Euston or King's Cross, for example, I just use contactless. I don't bother buying a travel card. But if you want to add it, you can, especially if you don't have a contactless card. You can reserve a space for your bike if you need it. And so once you're ready, you can click continue. Before you're able to proceed with purchasing your tickets, you will need to create an account. I definitely recommend doing it. In fact, I don't even think they'll let you purchase the tickets without an account. So once you're done and you've created your account, go ahead and click next. Once you're signed in, it will come to the delivery method of your tickets. I recommend this e-ticket. I've done it many times before. You can see here that most people choose to do this. You can keep your e-ticket in your phone. It's stored in your Apple Wallet. You don't have to queue to collect your tickets at those ticket machines. You just scan the barcode at the gate. It's super, super easy. And I like that it just kind of pops up on my phone. I don't have to dig for my ticket or worry about losing my ticket. And so you could collect at the station if you don't have a smartphone. It's a bit of an old school way of doing it. You do need the payment card that you use to book the tickets with to collect it. It can be done. I've done it. I prefer the e-ticket method. It's so much easier. The other way is to post it. I don't even think that they could do it if you lived overseas. So definitely your best option is the e-ticket. If you don't have a smartphone, I would definitely then look at collecting at the station. If your card doesn't have a chip in it, you might want to call your bank or you might want to invest in a smartphone. It's just, I think a lot of the more traditional ways of collecting tickets are being phased out. So an e ticket would definitely be the way to go, and most people do prefer it. It's just very easy. So once you're ready, go ahead and click continue. It's going to take a second while they load everything for you. And you'll see here that you've got your journey. It shows you your seat number. You can change your seat if you want. You've selected here you want that e-ticket. That's fine. Double check that that is the train that you want. And once you're ready, you'll click continue. And it's going to take you to the payment page. You can see here that they take MasterCard, Amex, PayPal, Visa. And so basically you just pay and you'll get your confirmation very quickly. You'll get an email. You can even manage your booking within the Avanti West Coast website. And then when you show up at the train station, in this case, Euston, just look at the departure boards. You cannot miss them. Euston's a big station, but the departure boards are huge. You'll be able to see it, look for your train, and you just take your phone, assuming you've done the e-ticket, and you scan it on the little barriers, and that's it. It's that easy.